Hey guys, welcome back to Micho Makes. My name is Micho. I like to make stuff. Today I've got part number 56 of the Toyota Sprinter Trueno AE86 by DeAgostini. This is the 1/8 scale massive model that we're building together. Without further delay, let's just jump right into this one. Okay, starting off, we've got our cover here. Frame to our back. We've got our parts here, and this looks like a pretty simple one here. Floor mats. Looks like floor mats and some more carpet, looks like. Looks like we got an advertisement for more stuff that DeAgostini is producing. Looks like a DVD series, maybe like a TV show. Wow. I guess if you want to subscribe to watch an old TV show, totally do that. Okay. And our magazine. Let's take a quick peek at that real quick. Okay. Another installment of the AE86 Rival series. And it looks like a Suzuki Cultus. I've never heard of this one before, but again, it is a, if it's a rival to the Corolla, it's going to be a hatchback, right? I'll make sure that's in focus for you guys and you can read the little blurb about that. I like how back in the day, kind of the hot hatch was such a big thing and all these different brands were making them. I think that overall, they need to start bringing back hatchbacks. But the problem is that the hatchback is really synonymous with being really small. And the current GR Corolla definitely fits that bill. But it's very, very much updated. It definitely has like a... If you look at the rear end of it, it's really aggressive looking. And it's got a really... Let's just say it's got a fat ass. Let's just say that. A yacht, as the young guys say. But what's funny, though, a lot of these cars, they're really compact. They're a lot smaller. They're really kind of econo boxes, right? They're really focused on economy. But they were still a rival of the Corolla. Wow. 1.3 liter twin cam 16. I mean, that really just looks like a blue top. So I'll go ahead and focus so you guys can read that part too as well. I don't know how well these engines produced or performed against the 4AG. It looks very similar though. I mean, honestly, maybe if you look at this picture, maybe did they outsource? I mean, Suzuki made engines. Obviously, they motorcycle engines and stuff like that. But that really looks like a 4AG, not gonna lie. Make sure this is all in focus for you so you can read it if you'd like to. Cool. And in this section, let me take a look. So this is something I don't know too much about. It's called the Corolla Fielder. It really does look like the Matrix, right? The Toyota Matrix that we had over here in the States. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's a variation of that, where it's kind of like, if you could take a look at that, it's not a hatchback. It's a sedan that looks like almost like a, it's not an SUV, not a crossover, but it's a hatch, a bigger hatch. Reminds me definitely of the Toyota Matrix, and maybe that's the body style that they were kind of going for with the Matrix, and just for the U.S. market. But the Corolla Fielder definitely looks like a more family-friendly sedan, but in a hatchback format. Take a look at the interior. Had VVTi as well. So let's see here, the years that they had here. 2000 to 2006. So it definitely fell in that Toyota Matrix range, and it definitely feels like this is the JDM version of a Toyota Matrix. The difference, though, look at that wagon. That looks really cool, too. You know. Awesome. All right, next page. Aha, it is carpets. And oh, looks like we're actually putting the stickers on the carpets. Oh, that's so sick. So it looks like we get to make up our own carpets there. So we're putting the sticker on. I'll look at all these instructions here too as well. Adding the stickers on there. Putting them on both sides because they have instructions for both, and then just kind of laying them on there, and it really completes the interior with the mats. Wow! So even that, it's so funny that we do this whole thing with the carpet below on the floor pan, but then we actually add in front carpets too as well, floor mats. So it's pretty funny that we're doing that. But I think those are the details, the small details that make the difference in the model too as well. We'll go ahead and get this stuff unboxed and take a look at it right now. Okay, starting off, we've got our carpet pieces here. Make sure that's in focus for you guys. We saw a bunch of those last week. Open this up. Oh, and we've got our floor mats here. Got two actually nice pieces of rubber here for our floor mats, though. They are actually pretty well constructed and very, very nice. What's funny though, there's like a big gap here. I wonder why. It should have the Trueno, because this one only has, look at it, you can see the gap, the difference. This is the driver's side, obviously. See, it's right and left. Oh, actually, no. Sorry, this is backwards. It's going to be like this because there's a wheel well. So, this side is the driver's side. Obviously, because of the notch here, too. But this one has a missing gap. I wonder if that's... Oh, yeah, it's intentional. I can see it in the photos. So, I don't know why. You can see it. It's a nice rubber, though. And then they mark it, too. For dumb people like me. And here's the stickers here. Pretty high quality. Again, I love the fact they give you a lot of room to screw up. So 2 floor mats, but you've got 4 stickers each. So you have a lot of wiggle room to screw up. So that's it for this part. Actually, probably one of the smallest parts that we have is the floor mat. So let's get this laid out and get started. Okay, one of the hardest parts I've realized for this one is that you can't really tell which one's which on these sticker sheets. So I'm trying to get a gauge and make sure I get the correct one for. We're gonna start with the driver's side. So let me just double check and make sure I'm peeling the right one. It's just impossible to see on this thing. Okay, so here, this is the edge here. I'm gonna grab that edge here. Just want to make sure I'm doing the right one. Okay, this is the passenger, so I'm gonna put that one back, and this one's gonna be the driver over here. That edge. Oh yeah, there's a cutout there that needs to be punched out. Okay, and you can see, I know it is the driver's because of the little notch there, right there. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna lay this out right here. Can you guys see that okay? Looks like it's gonna be pretty simple, just to kind of lay this just right here. Pretty easy, just like for that. All right, and then this bottom one, we're gonna start. They say to indicate to start the edge here. Okay. And you do have a punch out for the Trueno on this one. Okay, so get that pulled out. Start on this bottom edge down here. Start down here, actually. Actually, they do give you kind of a little stick up. Okay, can you kind of see that one? There's one that is just kind of sticking out a little bit more, just kind of give you that edge of knowing where to go. That's not too bad. Maybe I'm a little bit tight on this one, but this is actually a nice piece of rubber that you can just kind of whoop. All right, time to reposition. Oh yeah, much better. Oh yeah, that looks real good. Cool. Now, so funny. I'm trying to figure this out. So looks like they're just like, oh yeah, use a cotton swab to push this down, but I don't see any reason why. Cool. We'll grab a sticker here. Okay. Make sure I get this oriented correctly. It's right there. That looks pretty good. And a Trueno sticker. I'll just get placed right in here. Take a look at that. Got ourselves a floor mat. Driver's side floor mat. So cool. Just a detail of something like that. All right. Without further ado, let's just jump right into the other one. Take a look at that real quick. Don't see any real issues. Again, I don't know why it has this, like, maybe it's just a detail they had in the floor mats on the original one. Kind of strange. All right. Look at that. You can see the details in the carpet. You push down it. And maybe that's what they wanted you to do on this one. Just to push down on the details. So you really kind of see those lines in it. So, that looks pretty cool. Yeah, that's sick. Do that same thing on this side. Give it a little push. Looks real good. Grab this guy. Cool. Something here. Oh yeah. We'll push down on this. Give it the nice details. The carpet. Yeah, look at that. Super nice details. grab a sticker. Oh, you know what? I realized I forgot to take this out. Whoopsies. Pretty simple to just pull it out. All right. Push that back in. Pushed in real good. Take a look at that. 2 finished floor mats. All right, and then let me grab the interior right here. And all you need to do, the next step, I'll zoom out so you can see it. It's full glory. It's literally place them in. Boom. And boom. Look at that. That's so ridiculous, man. There's such a detail, and it's so. I love how precise they are. The precision is so good. Again, I can remove these too. They just come out, and you've got carpet underneath. It's so extra, but it's so necessary for a model like this, right? That is what's so cool about it, is that it's such a detail that they didn't need to do, right? I've been harping on this for the past 50 parts, is that this is just details they did not need to do, but they did it. And it makes a difference. It really does make the difference in the quality. It makes a difference in the fit and finish, and knowing as the builder that this detail is there, right? You know, if you show this off to somebody and they want to know, what are all the crazy details? Well, hey, I can pull that front floor mat out and there's carpet underneath. They didn't need to do that. They didn't need to make that apart, but they did. And I really do appreciate it. But with that, installing those floor mats, we are done with part number 56 of the Toyota Sprinter Trueno AE86 by DeAgostini. I really do appreciate you guys sticking with me. This is such a cool model. It's got such crazy details. But I do want to thank you for joining me today, where we just made some floor mats, some front floor mats. They're going to be parts like this. They're not all going to be crazy involved, but I really do appreciate you sticking with me. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. Really helps the channel grow. If you'd like this video, give it a like. That'd be really helpful too as well. Leave a comment if you have any questions or anything like that. But I'll see you in part number 57. Let's take a look and see what that is involved. Are those? I can't tell. Are those rear floor mats? They sure look like they are. Maybe next week will be a quick one as well. But we'll see you then. Okay. My name is Micho Makes. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.